Ted, I want to hand over to you.
Come on, Ted.
I'll sit down and do this if you don't mind, and now there'll be my microphone, so it's prettier than I am anyway. Lucky me for going first, and I guess it's better than going last. Hello to everyone. My name is Ted Bates, and I'm the father of the bride. Officially, on my birth certificate, my name is Teddy Lee Bates, but we'll get back to that a little later. I would like to thank everyone for coming to help us celebrate Shane and Nicole's wedding today, or as Irish tradition goes, for 3 days. This is my first time to Ireland, and I might say what a beautiful country it is. And the people, everyone I have met has just been wonderful and so gracious and accommodating. As a matter of fact, I like Ireland so much I've changed my name to Teddy Lee McBates. I know some of you have traveled very far to celebrate with us, and from both Shane and Nicole's family, we thank you. I would also like to extend a warm thank you to Fonzie and Eileen and all of Shane's brothers and sisters and family members and friends for putting this wedding together and helping everyone with their accommodations. Without their help, we would not be sitting here today. So thank you everyone for doing that. Well, in the States, when you have the microphone, you get to roast the bride and groom. So enough of the pleasantries. I have the microphone, so here we go. Let's start with Nicole. She has never done anything halfway. It's always been full throttle. For example, when Nicole was born, her poor mother Vicki was in labor somewhere between 32 and 36 hours. Finally, after what seemed like 3 days, Nicole finally pops out and says, "Hi, I'm here." Can you imagine a 36-hour labor? Boy, was I tired. I love you Irish people. Shane and Nicole have traveled extensively since meeting 8 years ago. They've been to Canada, Mexico, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Brazil, Ireland, Scotland, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Malta, Croatia, Sri Lanka. Nicole informed me after their wedding, her and Shane are taking extended time off so they can travel. Let's move on to Shane. Shane, I got to tell you, I got nothing on you. And I've looked hard, believe me.
I am just over here.
We're getting to that. He received a college undergrad degree in engineering and a master's in computing and information systems. You go to work and you work hard. You play a little soccer. You have a couple of beers with the boys. You're a saint, an altar boy. The kind of son-in-law every man would want. There is one thing. A bachelor party in Montreal, Canada. This party was so much fun you had to go outside the United States to have it. I tried to get the details, but your buds aren't talking. Have some good friends. Speaking of weddings, let's talk about this one. Nicole tells me several months ago she's getting married, and I said, great. Indiana would be a great place for a wedding because it's centrally located and easy to get to. She says, nah, that's not what Shane and I had in mind. And I said, then okay, so Boston's not bad. A little expensive, but still very doable. She says, no, we're thinking of Ireland. I said, Ireland? Well, okay, it's kind of a long plane ride. Not too bad, only 6 or 7 hour flight from New York to Dublin. By the time I leave my house and get to Indianapolis Airport and fly to New York and have a 3-hour layover, fly to Dublin, I think I can do it somewhere around 15 hours total. She says, no. I think we're going to take a bus and go 3 hours north of that. I said, really? So all I can say is a good thing the bus service is a little slow on Mount Everest this time of year, that's where we'd be. Nicole has dated several men from other countries other than the U.S. in the past. So I used to kid her and said, why don't you date a nice Indiana boy named Bob Smith? So one day she says to me, I met this guy I kind of like. And I said, okay, is his name Bob Smith? Is he from Indiana? She says, no, but his name is Shane McElwee. I said, okay, it doesn't sound like an Indiana name, so where is he from? And she said, Ireland. I said, Ireland? Well, it's not Bob Smith, and I guess I can live with Ireland. Now remember I told you my name was officially Teddy Lee Bates on my birth certificate? Not Theodore, but Teddy. I asked my mom where that name came from. She told me for years I was named after our minister. The only thing is I don't remember any minister by the name of Teddy when I was growing up. So when I was about 25 years old, she confessed to me when I was born I was very premature. And after about a week in the hospital, my mom was so sedated she still hadn't come up with a name for me. The nurses kept asking her what she wanted to name her son, and the only name she could think of was Teddy. Teddy was the name of her aunt's bulldog. All these years I thought I was named after a minister named Teddy, and I'm really named after a bulldog named Teddy. So that story has nothing to do with the wedding, I just thought it was a good story. No, it really has some relevance. I must say I don't know too many Teddy Lees in this world. It's kind of a unique name that kind of flows off your tongue. And those of you that know me well know for 40 years I've been trying to get someone to name their child after me. When people would say they're having a baby, I'd say, how about naming him Teddy Lee Smith? Or whatever their last name was. So far, no takers. I'm thinking my only chance of getting someone to name their child after me is going to be my own children. So finally, here's my chance. Shane, Nicole, how's Teddy Lee McElwee say? A finished product is the sum of its parts. With that said, I'd like to thank Vicki, Nicole's mother. You did an awesome job of raising Nicole. And Julie, my wife, and Nicole's stepmom, who's been with her since she was 4 years old. Thank you. And helping mold Nicole into the awesome person she is today. Fonzie and Eileen, thank you for doing an awesome job of raising Shane to become the wonderful person and son-in-law I'm getting. Who would have thought 30 years ago, a little boy named Shane from Donegal, Ireland, and a little girl named Nicole from Indianapolis, Indiana, would find each other and get married someday. Fate does find a way, doesn't it? Shane, a father and daughter relationship is always special, and mine and Nicole is no different. I love my little girl with all her heart, and I know I've always been the #1 male person in her life. I've been for 31 years. I'm about to move to the #2 position, and I don't think that very likely. I'm giving you the best gift one man can give to another. That is my little girl. So with that being said, I say, what's that Irish saying when you raise the toast? Fine, sir. Shane, welcome to the family. Shane and Nicole, may you always be happy. May you make it through the challenging times as well as the good times. Shane, remember these words, yes dear goes a long way. And last but not least, may you have a son named Teddy Lee.